We are only a few moments away from the main event. You are now looking at Shingo as he puts in some last-second thought and preparation for what promises to be a war against the Open the Dream Gate champion Naruki Doi. The title isn't on the line, but this is the first Dragon Gate USA pay-per-view main event. There is pride and money on the line. Most importantly, we will find out who is the top man in Dragon Gate USA. Now let's go over to Doi's locker room as Shingo prepares for his ring entrance. Naruki Doi has main evented the biggest shows in Dragon Gate's history in Japan. He has been successful every time on the biggest stage in the land of the rising sun. Now he has his game face on because he is basically back at square one, as this isn't Japan. This is the new Dragon Gate USA promotion, and he needs a win here to establish himself as the top player. Doi and Shingo are very familiar with each other. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. This rivalry is famous for its intensity and competitiveness. Now, you are about to witness it right here on the premiere show of Dragon Gate USA. The time for waiting is over. Let's go to Shingo's ring entrance.
For the bell, we got a non-title match between Naruki Doi, the current Open the Dream Gate and Open the Brave Gate champion, and Shingo. And it was Shingo who lost the Open the Dream Gate title back in December of 2008 to Naruki Doi. And there is quite a history between these two great athletes.
I think something you're going to see develop here, fans, as the match wears on. Shingo, of course, known for his incredible strength, and Doi is incredibly quick. It may turn into a power versus speed game. And thus far, Doi, of course, has managed to stay one step ahead of the entire Dragon Gate roster. He's the man to beat in Japan. We're getting to see him here live in Philadelphia before this packed house.
Clean break as Shingo had him against the ropes. Shingo, you mentioned, probably the most powerful athlete here in Dragon Gate USA. He is a former bodybuilder that became a pro wrestler. He was the first graduate of the Dragon Gate Dojo, and he became the Rookie of the Year in pro wrestling back in 2005. Embarked on an extended tour of the United States with the goal of going back to Japan as a star. That certainly is exactly what happened. Naruki Doi controlling the hands now of Shingo.
Rolling back through the knuckle lock is Doi, who changes it now to traditional standing wrist lock, trying to keep Shingo centered in the ring. Of course, technique and finesse will only get you so far against the brute strength of Shingo, who's got a hammer lock. As you see Doi negotiate his way from the side headlock back out to the other side here. Rolls right through, takes him down with a leg control fireman's carry, single leg crab, switches to the Kamagatame hold. He's got Shingo grounded with that terrific leg lock.
That's precisely what he's going to want to do against an athlete like Shingo. When you're giving up that kind of power, the easiest way, and I'm sure you would agree, to eliminate that strength advantage is take the big man off his feet.
That's right. As they say, down on the mat, we're all the same size. Head scissor there. Couldn't manage to control Shingo for longer than a split second before he freed himself from that predicament.
A feeling out process here in the early going as they get ready to lock up one more time, collar and elbow. Shingo quickly grabs control of the side headlock, really wrenching down on the head of Naruki Doi.
Great positioning there with his inside leg back, Shingo. Precision execution, of course, we'd expect nothing less. So many of these great Japanese athletes are famed for their terrific precision, and when it comes to execution, the headlock now in control to Doi, open the Dream Gate champion.
Shoulder tackle, unable to take the big man off of his feet, who tells him, why don't you try your luck on that side one more time. And again, Shingo doesn't even back down. Momentum, however, behind Shingo, able to take Doi off of his feet.
The power of Shingo on plain display as Doi drops flat. He went up into a leapfrog, and he got caught. Just that quick from the fireman's carry, switched into an ace crusher, and you can see Doi is in trouble here in the early going of this non-title match.
The high-impact offense from Shingo, scoring him the early advantage and earning the cheers of the crowd.
As he puts the fist drop right between the eyes of Doi. Now peeling him back up off the mat. Control at the head to Shingo, who scoops him and slams him with authority.
Aggressive slam by Shingo. Controls him with the flat of the foot. Turns the attention back to the leg, moves him into position. And again, flat of the foot right across the jaw. Shingo quickly now into the corner on the second.
Comes out with a double knee, but that did not pay off. He jammed both of his knees. You see, he does have some thin knee pads on, but that's only going to spare you so much of the impact. Dragon screw leg whip there, the famed invention, of course, of Tatsumi the Dragon Fujinami. You saw it executed to perfection by Naruki Doi, the Open the Dream Gate champion.
Kicking away at the back of the hamstring and the calf of Shingo. And I don't know if the plan going into the match for Naruki Doi was to work over the legs of Shingo, but it looks like the opportunity has presented itself to the champ, and that's exactly what he's going to do as he kicks away at the hamstring. And listen to this crowd here in Philly, evenly split between both of these two athletes.
Doi had the toe and ankle hold. He decided to give up on it, looking for a single leg grapevine, scissors it in close, and you can see there, tough to tell from our vantage, but I believe what he's doing is driving his left elbow down into the knee joint, and that's the way to make the hold the most effective, Lenny. Now, putting all of his weight and wrenching up, once again, torquing against the knee. This is smart strategy from Doi.
Shingo flat on his back, has to be careful of that shoulder. Referee Mike Keener right there checking it, but Shingo refusing to give it up, trying to work his way back to a vertical base, but instead able to drag Doi with him to the ropes and get himself the break with that left knee, obviously causing him some discomfort.
You can see the damage here has already been done by Doi, who's unrelenting right now in pursuing further offense against the left knee. He strikes with a drop kick. Drags him out.
Great speed coming off the ropes as well. Shinbreaker. Down goes Shingo. Step over the figure four leg lock perhaps here.
That's exactly what he's looking for. He's got it set in position. And he's got it locked.
Right in the center of the ring. Nowhere for Shingo to go here. take a swipe at Naruki Doi, but unable to get the reach. Now trying to turn Doi and reverse the pressure of the hold.
He's gonna have to turn the lock upside down for it to work against Doi. And you can see Shingo just doing push-ups there. But Doi able to roll it back in his favor. From this position, of course, it favors Doi. Shingo may have no choice but to make the trek to the bottom rope to cause the break.
Shoulders down. Referee right there. Only able to get to 2 before Shingo smartly gets a shoulder off the canvas and grabs the bottom rope. But that left leg is a giant bullseye on the knee of Shingo now, and Naruki Doi targeting that knee, like you said. Pinpoint precision execution on the part of Naruki Doi.
Here he comes with that cannonball of his, but look! Shingo caught him with a waistlock and is dragging him up, perhaps for a powerbomb!
What a show of strength by Shingo! It was the Daibosu of Naruki Doi in the corner, but Shingo just caught him! Carried him out of the corner and dropped him on the back of his head.
In that instance, the speedy offense of Doi countered by the power of Shingo. He follows up with a single knee drop right to the back of the skull. An easy way to knock out an opponent. Of course, these matches can end in a flash in a knockout type situation. Strikes to the back of the skull and especially the temple often result in a knockout.
And Shingo back to his feet, dragging Doi back to the center of the ring, elbow to the back of the head. And after the head of Doi just bounced off the canvas, that elbow a very effective maneuver, as was that chop and a big right hand to the top of the head.
Admonished by referee Mike Keener for the closed fist to the forehead of Naruki Doi was Shingo, who now is peeling his opponent back out of the corner. And once again, you see him strike there with a straight right hand to the head of Doi.
He fires back with a shot to the chest. But it's Shingo coming out of the better end of that exchange, chopping him into the ropes. Doi firing back.
Like a rifle rapport out there, this exchange. That knife-edge chop of Shingo. An overhand there from Doi. But the knife edge mows him back down.
Shingo just buried his hand into the pectoral region of Naruki Doi. Now fires him off the ropes. Doi puts on the brakes, delivers the boot, hits the ropes with speed, lariat. Shingo coming from the left side.
He had no luck with that backdrop. Sometimes you see it tilted to the side, referred to as the barroom backdrop. But he was successful with that lariat, knocking Doi back down. And ready perhaps for another power move is Shingo, who's hooking him up. Picking him up like a vertical suplex, potentially a brain buster. And he's letting him think about it, Lenny.
30-second delayed vertical suplex by Shingo. Cover! Doi still with enough left in the tank to get the shoulder up.
It can be very disorienting being held upside down in that position as you feel all the blood rushing to your head, and then of course to be brought crashing down in a vertical suplex like that. And I can also tell you it doesn't feel very good to be chopped in that way either.
Not by somebody who hits as hard as Shingo, and he's not done yet.
Oh, let me tell you, it's the ones that don't make the noise that hurt the worst, Lenny.
You know, I'm going to say that one hurt pretty bad, too. Irish whip, Doi into the corner. Shingo charges, but it's the boot of Naruki Doi. But runs right into a power slam. Cover! Didn't hook the leg, only 2.
He did not have enough coverage on the left shoulder blade. That's what came up there. Naruki Doi able to kick out at 2. But grounding the man once again is Shingo, which is a sound strategy when you're in there with a man as fast and as explosive as the Open the Dream Gate champ, Doi.
He's trying to maneuver for the Manriki version of the Anaconda Vice. But Doi able to make it to the ropes. And Shingo starting to assert himself and take command of the matchup. We've seen some flurries out of Naruki Doi, but no sustained offensive attacks.
Front face lock there, the guillotine as it's sometimes known. Of course, doing the right thing there, trying to rock back his weight. But Doi is back to the ropes here, and of course this typically will force the referee to break.
Trying to suplex him out to the floor here. Very dangerous maneuver. Blocked.
Doi was able to reverse the momentum and bring himself back down to safety. Attacking the leg once again, a smart strategy.
Oh, the knee of Shingo just buckled on the apron there. He's hung up in the ropes. Elbow. Both feet just buried right into the chest.
Incredible impact. Quick to the top. Here goes Doi. Flips with a senton to the back of Shingo. Brings him back into the ring in most unceremonious fashion.
Just when it looked like Naruki Doi was coming out on the short end of things, he manages to get into an advantageous position, and now it's Shingo has to dig down. Up on the shoulders, no.
From the fireman's carry position, he slips free. An exchange of waist locks. Back elbows from Shingo as Doi drops flat. But look how quick he explodes and strikes. Buries that strike in deep, right into the throat, under the chin. Great way to take down a strong man like Shingo.
Oh, he closed the distance on Shingo very quickly. When Shingo hit the ropes, he had no time to react to Doi, who was right on top of him, and just buried that strike. Shingo now trying to pepper him with those jabs, but another basement dropkick right to the knee. Very effective by Naruki Doi, who's in the corner. Running elbow, but he's caught. Shingo caught him, and he launches him with an impressive suplex. But you can see the damage has been done to his left knee.
Shingo's going to need to wrap him up with a great pinning combination if he wants to hold him down now.
Shingo is back to his feet, but moving extremely gingerly on that leg. Grabs the cravat.
He's got that locked. Goes right down the jawline on both sides of the head. A simple but very difficult to escape from hold.
Another fist drop between the eyes.
One of his favorites. Here he goes, unsuccessful before. Will he score? He does.
But again, came crashing down on his own knee. Unable to hook the leg, it only gets two.
Once again, not enough coverage on the shoulder blades to get a 3 count there. Referee Mike Keener in great position to call the action. Shingo now trying to shake off the cobwebs, and he better be quick about it, because Naruki Doi is already starting to peel himself back up off the mat. He is the man to beat tonight. Muscling him right up is Shingo. Oh, Doi escaped to his feet. Tried to slide in with that kick, but Shingo was ready and plants him face first. He's got him, Lenny. Will this be enough?
Only two. Doi went for the Bakatare sliding kick. Shingo was able to avoid that impact and then got him up.
Ready with a lariat. Shingo explodes. Double arm block there. But he ate that one. Not enough to take Doi down. Look at the exchange here. Rock hard strikes back and forth. Doi. Incredible execution of the Raideen bomb. Move made famous by Satoshi Kojima. You see it done from all kinds of different angles. What an impressive variation unloaded there by the champ. Only good for a 2 count.
And again, it's Shingo's head bouncing off the canvas. It's Doi getting to his feet first. Stopping away on Shingo as he's got him in position. Looking to go to the top, but nope, Shingo too quick. May have been playing possum there.
You can see the perspiration flying as he lays in that knife edge chop. You heard it plain as day there, fans. He's ready to superplex the man. All the way to the top rope. Precarious positioning.
Yeah, Doi trying to fight, slips out the back door.
Shingo trying to resist the powerbomb predicament. He's freed himself.
Slap right to the face.
The whole front row on that section got covered in the flying sweat of Shingo, and that took a lot out of the big man. You can see Doi now trying to position him. He obviously has something very specific in mind for the positioning of the legs.
Hung upside down in the
Look
corner.
at this!
Dive-Bo's 2!
Shingo still trapped in the so-called tree of woe. Doi now picks him back up. What's he looking for here?
They can go all the way to the top.
Precariously perched, Lenny. Good grief! Belly to back superplex, high elevation, dropped him high on the head.
That might be it. Oh, so close. Once again, Shingo dropped on the back of his head. He bounced off the canvas. He hit so hard with the impact, but again, not enough for Doi to finish him off.
You can see Doi here now sensing it.
Muscular bomb.
He tried to scoop him up and then drive him back down head first. It didn't work. Shingo ready with a counter. Cross hook arm drag frees him from that predicament. Under the lariat goes Doi. Up. Caught him. He scores! He's ready with a lariat!
That might be it. Cover.
Folding press!
No!
Only good for 2, Lenny!
Once again, Naruki Doi gets the shoulder up.
Naruki Doi, earlier we saw him trying for his muscular bomb. That move has led him to victory after victory in Japan. Of course, even over Koji Kanemoto of New Japan Wrestling, no one has been able to take this title from Doi. It would really move Shingo up in the rankings if he could beat him here in this non-title contest, Lenny.
Have Nelson with the pump handle, but Doi again able to fight him off. Hard forearm connects. Doi's just staggering around the ring.
He's on Dream Street. Look, on spaghetti legs. He can barely hold himself up.
Oh, that one caught him right below the ear. Completely lost his equilibrium there. And again, series of strikes from Shingo. And that one rocked Doi.
Doi tried to come back with a lariat. Oh!
Referee Mike Kino right there. Naruki Doi barely, and I mean just barely, got the shoulder up. But how much more punishment can he take?
These last few moments have been all Shingo, Lenny.
Charges the corner, lariat.
He rocked him.
Doi fights!
He connects. Here comes the sliding kick, no doubt.
Bakatai sliding kick!
Foot on the ropes.
What ring awareness on the part of Shingo. Gets the foot across the bottom rope. As Doi signaling for the muscular bomb.
Maybe he feels he's worn down Shingo enough, especially after that incredible sliding kick, foot to the face, all impact. He's ready to scoop him up. He's going to try it again.
He's got him up, no.
Shingo knew it. What is that?
He almost lost him.
The strength of Shingo on plain display as he adjusted in midair and drove Doi head and neck first into the mat. Shingo now trying to collect himself. What's it going to take to put the Open the Dream Gate champion away?
That might be the blood fall. It could be the original falconry. With both men back to their feet, firing away with forearms.
Doi now starting to come out ahead in this exchange of strikes, overwhelming Shingo there with a flurry.
Lariat!
He just absorbed that one.
Elbow! Bakatai sliding kick!
Look at this! Tiger suplex!
No!
The calling card of Tiger Mask was not enough, but maybe another sliding kick will do Shingo in.
No, Shingo's getting fired up. More strikes from Doi.
Open hand palms to the face of Shingo. One more sliding kick, perhaps.
Folding press. And again, Shingo powers out at 2. The crowd here in Philly knows they're witnessing something special. Could it be muscular arm time? He nailed it! Good night!
And the winner of the match is Naruki Doi.
Naruki Doi uses the muscular bomb to pick up the victory here in our main event. We want to thank you for joining us. For Chikara-san and Lightning Mike Quackenbush, I'm Lenny Leonard fans. We'll see you next time.